A good habit, you develop a habit by repetition.
I know it. And the same with the relationship. It's not about the events. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency, right? You go to the dentist twice a year, your teeth will fall out. You have to brush your teeth every day for 2 minutes. What does brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes do? Nothing. Unless you do it every day, twice a day for 2 minutes, right? It's the consistency.
What if I told you that you could reach your greatest potential with just one habit? One easy, transformative habit. It's not some complicated strategy or confidential information. It's actually so simple that most people overlook it. Every success story you've ever heard is built on this habit. It's the key for elite athletes, prosperous business people, and everybody who has perfected the skill of reaching their objectives. Showing up every day, no matter what, is more important than working harder or waiting for the ideal opportunity. Today, we're diving into the one habit that separates dreamers from achievers: consistency. In the words of the great personal development legend, Jim Rohn, success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. We will break it down into easy steps, show you how to overcome common obstacles, and teach you how to stay on track, even when motivation fades. Are you ready to take the first step towards a better, more successful you? Let's get started. In this video, we will examine how the power of consistency can transform your career, relationships, and personal growth. To start with, let's talk about why consistency matters so much that it helps in making the ordinary people extraordinary. Consistency is essential for transforming aspirations into achievements. It's not about making drastic changes, rather, it's about taking small, intentional steps each day. These seemingly minor actions accumulate over time, leading to remarkable outcomes. Imagine rolling a snowball down a slope. Initially, it's tiny and moves slowly, but as it collects more snow and gains speed, it becomes unstoppable. This illustrates the strength of consistency. Each small effort builds on the last, creating a chain reaction that brings you closer to your objectives. For example, writing just one page daily may appear insignificant, but by the end of the year, you'll have crafted a 365-page book. Similarly, dedicating 15 minutes to exercise each day might not seem transformative at first, but over time, it can significantly enhance your health and fitness. The real magic is in maintaining commitment to these small actions, even when immediate results aren't apparent. As Brian Tracy used to say, successful people are simply those with successful habits. By consistently showing up, you establish habits that reduce the reliance on willpower. Over time, these habits foster substantial progress and enable you to reach goals that once seemed unattainable. Discipline and self-control function much like muscles. They become more robust with regular exercise. Consistency acts as the daily training regimen that maintains their strength. By dedicating yourself to small, repeated actions, you condition both your mind and body to favor long-term objectives over fleeting desires. Moreover, consistency plays a crucial role in reshaping your brain. Every time you adhere to a routine or fulfill a promise, you enhance your self-trust. As this trust develops over time, it lays the groundwork for discipline, enabling you to fend off distractions and concentrate on what genuinely counts. For example, imagine a person aiming to rise early each morning. The initial attempt is quite challenging. However, by regularly setting an alarm and getting up at the same hour daily, they start to form a routine. Over time, their body clock adapts, making early rising feel effortless. This newfound discipline begins to influence other aspects of their life, such as working out, enjoying books, or finishing tasks promptly. As Simon Sinek once said, consistency is more important than perfection.
If you believe there's something there, you commit yourself to an act of service. You commit yourself to the regime, the exercise. You can screw it up. You can eat chocolate cake one day. You can skip a day or two. You know, it allows for that. But if you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape. I know it. And the same with the relationship. It's not about the events. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency, right? You go to the dentist twice a year, your teeth will fall out. You have to brush your teeth every day for 2 minutes. What does brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes do? Nothing. Unless you do it every day, twice a day for 2 minutes. Right? It's the consistency. Going to the gym for 9 hours does not get you into shape. Working out every day for 20 minutes gets you into shape. So the problem is we treat leadership with intensity. We have a 2-day offsite, we invite a bunch of speakers, we give everybody a certificate. You're a leader, right?
It highlights that lasting success comes from showing up regularly, not striving for perfection. Now let's talk about the strategies to learn the ways to cultivate consistency. Significant changes often stem from taking small, manageable steps. By starting with minor adjustments, you can cultivate habits that are both sustainable and realistic, helping you avoid burnout and the frustration that comes from trying to implement drastic changes all at once. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, highlights the effectiveness of tiny modifications through the idea of habit stacking. This technique involves linking a new habit to an existing one, making it easier to incorporate into your routine. For instance, if your goal is to read more, you might decide to read a single page right after brushing your teeth. Over time, this simple action will become a natural part of your routine, allowing you to gradually increase your reading without feeling overwhelmed. A routine serves as the foundation for consistency. By setting up a daily or weekly plan, you cultivate an organized atmosphere that simplifies the process of achieving your objectives. Routines help reduce decision fatigue by transforming intentional actions into automatic habits, allowing you to conserve mental energy for more important endeavors. To create a successful routine, begin by pinpointing your priorities. Decompose these into smaller, manageable tasks and allocate specific times to tackle them. For example, if your aim is to enhance your fitness, schedule a 20-minute workout each morning at the same hour. Gradually, this will integrate into your daily rhythm. Brian Tracy gave utmost importance to routine setting. He said, "Routine sets you free." It highlights how routines simplify decision-making, create discipline and freedom to focus on what actually matters.
The importance of these early morning hours is the reason why some of the world's most successful people carefully craft morning routines designed to help them start the day off right and make the most of hours that follow. Say, how do you do it? Well, I have a morning routine. The discovery that all habits are learned and can be unlearned. Actually, you don't actually unlearn a habit. You simply replace a bad habit with a good habit that has more power and impact. And how do you develop a good habit? You develop a habit by repetition. Almost everything you do from the time you get up in the morning is habit. So start to think about yourself as what would be the best habits to have.
Monitoring your progress is an excellent strategy to maintain consistency and boost motivation. It offers concrete proof of your hard work, allowing you to recognize your achievements and pinpoint areas that require enhancement. Utilizing tools such as journals, habit tracking applications, or straightforward charts can simplify and enhance this process. For example, writing down your thoughts in a journal each evening encourages you to contemplate your successes and discover opportunities for improvement. Applications like Habitica or Streaks add a fun twist to tracking, transforming your objectives into an exciting challenge. While we are on the topic, Let's talk about the famous comedian Jerry Seinfeld and how tracking down his progress helped him maintain his writing habit with the "don't break the chain" method. Seinfeld maintained a sizable wall calendar and a bright red marker. Each time he penned a joke, he would mark that day with a bold red X. As time went on, the series of red X expanded. His primary aim was to keep that chain intact. This visual representation of his progress inspired Seinfeld to remain dedicated. It wasn't about achieving perfection. There were days when he might write down just a single line. What truly counted was his commitment to writing every day and strengthening the habit. Now we're going to teach you how you can overcome every obstacle which stops you from being consistent. Setbacks are an inevitable aspect of any journey, yet they don't have to hinder your advancement. Instead, they present chances to become stronger and more resilient. The key isn't to evade challenges. It's about mastering the art of recovery and maintaining your direction. Here's how you can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. If you missed a day or found yourself off course, don't worry. Rather than being hard on yourself, take a moment to reflect. What happened? Did I take on too much, lose my concentration, or encounter an unforeseen challenge? By examining these obstacles, you can refine your approach and return with renewed strength. It's important to remember that no one can be perfect all the time. The secret lies in adopting the 80-20 principle. Be present and engaged most of the time, and release the pressure of striving for perfection. If you slip up for a day, that's okay. Just focus on making sure you're back on track the next day. In the words of the great motivator, Jim Rohn, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It highlights that discipline is the connecting link between your aspirations and success. Motivation is not a steady force. It rises and falls over time. The secret to maintaining consistency is to implement techniques that help rekindle your enthusiasm when it begins to wane. Here are some tips to keep you focused and moving forward. Start with a clear why. Always try to understand the deeper reason behind your goals. It gives you a source of inspiration to draw from when motivation fades. Tackle big goals by dividing them into manageable milestones. Even the smallest of achievements keep you motivated and help you in your progress. Let's take some inspiration from Tony Robbins, the great author and motivational speaker. He said, "People are not lazy. They simply have impotent goals, that is, goals that do not inspire them." It highlights that uninspired goals, not laziness, are frequently the cause of low motivation. He contends that when people adopt ambiguous or pointless goals, they are unable to inspire the drive needed to act. I'm going to show you how the most successful people in the history of the world didn't just depend on luck. They worked consistently towards their goals and achieved higher than their counterparts. It wasn't a simple or quick path for Elon Musk to start businesses like SpaceX and Tesla. He achieved his achievement by working tirelessly and maintaining a laser-like concentration on his long-term goals.
His name is Elon Musk.
Despite a number of technological and financial obstacles, Musk's dedication to innovation enabled him to transform industries and advance space exploration.
The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech.
Oh, let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon.
Dwayne Johnson was a young, struggling athlete before he rose to fame as a global superstar in acting and wrestling.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
His achievement was the result of years of constant hard work in his business and fitness, not sudden celebrity. Johnson became one of the highest paid performers in Hollywood, thanks to his strict routine and unwavering quest for perfection. Moving on to the next important lesson to be learned today, It's time to talk about the long-term impact of consistency in your life. Mastery isn't something that happens by chance. It's the result of consistent, deliberate practice over time. Whether you're aiming to be a top performer in your field or simply trying to improve a specific skill, consistency is the key to reaching expertise. Mastery begins with repetition. The more you practice, the more skills you develop, and the more proficient you become. It's important to practice with intention rather than just practicing. Deliberate practice pushes your boundaries and continuously looks for ways to get better in the areas where you struggle. Malcolm Gladwell popularized the 10,000-hour rule, which states that mastery in any profession requires about 10,000 hours of focused practice in his book Outliers. This idea emphasizes the strength of sustained, concentrated effort. Gladwell contends that regular deliberate practice is the real secret to success, and that inherent talent alone is insufficient to become an expert. Being consistent is essential for building resilience and self-confidence. You develop a strong foundation of self-confidence when you make a commitment to consistent behavior, which gives you the strength to meet obstacles directly. In the words of Simon Sinek, confidence comes from consistency. Last but no least, let's talk about what steps do you exactly need to learn and implement in your daily life. Clearly define your goals. Start with small steps. Develop a consistent routine. Monitor your progress. Focus on one thing at a time. Improve concentration. Set daily reminders. Prepare for setbacks. Learn from mistakes. Celebrate achievements even if they're small. In conclusion, the most effective strategy for success is consistency. It turns insignificant activities into meaningful outcomes, boosts self-esteem, fortifies resilience, and results in mastery. Consistency is the key to success because it allows you to unlock your full potential and create long-lasting change by showing up every day, no matter what. As the great Jim Rohn always said, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better."